Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. I know there's this tune in my head, and it's from some kind of commercial, I think. But anyway, I love you. And today we're going to be continuing in the book of Ezekiel. And now the Lord is going to talk about previously when they were in Egypt, or I think it was in Babylon, when the Levitical priest, which God had put in charge of the sanctuary, they failed to take care of their duties and turned those duties over to others instead of performing them themselves. In other words, they hired them some servants to perform their duties before the Lord. And so there was only one family that kept God's service faithfully, and that was the family of Zadok. And so we'll read about that now in chapter 44. Then he brought me back the way of the gate of the outward sanctuary, which looketh toward the east, and it was shut. Then said the Lord unto me, This gate shall be shut, it shall not be opened, and no man shall enter in by it, because the Lord, the God of Israel, hath entered in by it. Therefore it shall be shut. For it is for the prince. He shall sit in it to eat bread before the Lord. He shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate, and shall go out by the way of the same. Then brought he me the way of the north gate before the house, and I looked, and behold, the glory of the Lord filled the glory of the Lord filled the house of the Lord, and I fell upon my face. And the Lord said unto me, Son of man, mark well, and behold with thine eyes, and hear with thine ears, all that I say unto thee concerning all the ordinances of the house of the Lord, and in all the laws thereof. And mark well the entering in of the house, with every going forth of the sanctuary. And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Israel, Thus saith the Lord God, O ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abominations, and that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers uncircumcised in heart and uncircumcised in flesh, to be in my sanctuary to pollute it, even my house, when ye offer my bread, the blood and the fat. And they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. And ye have not kept the charge of mine holy things, but ye have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourselves. See, here is where he's saying, you didn't perform the duties yourself. You sent these uncircumcised people, strangers, foreigners, into my temple to perform your duties. Thus saith the Lord God, No stranger uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh, shall enter into my sanctuary, of any stranger or foreigner that is among the children of Israel. And the Levites that are gone away from me, when Israel went astray, which went astray from me after their idols, they shall even bear their iniquity. Yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having charge at the gates of the house, and ministering to the house. They shall slay the burnt offering and the sacrifice for the people, and they shall stand before them to minister unto them, because they ministered unto them before their idols, and caused the house of Israel to fall into iniquity. Therefore have I lifted up mine hand against them, saith the Lord God, and they shall bear their iniquity. They're going to be servants. He's turned the tables on them, and now they're going to serve the people. But they won't be serving him. And they shall not come near unto me to do the office of a priest unto me, nor to come near to any of my holy things in the most holy place. But they shall bear their shame and their abominations which they have committed. But I will make them keepers of the charge of the house, and all the service thereof, and for all that shall be done therein. They're going to be housekeepers, servants. But the priest of the Levites, the sons of Zadok, that kept the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me, and they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and the blood, saith the Lord God. They shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall keep my charge. And it shall come to pass that when they enter in at the gates of the inner court, they shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them, whilst they minister in the gates of the inner court, and within the temple. They shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and have linen breeches upon their loins, and they shall not gird themselves with anything that causeth sweat. And when they go forth into the utter court, even into the utter court to the people, they shall put off their garments wherein they ministered, and lay them in the holy chambers, and they shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments. Neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long, but shall only pull their heads, or keep their heads well trimmed. Neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court. Neither shall they take for their wives a widow, nor her that is put away, a divorced woman. But they shall take maidens of the seed of the house of Israel, or a widow that had a priest before, a priest's widow, a wife, that the priest is deceased and he left his wife. She can marry another priest. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. And in controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgments. And they shall keep my laws and my statutes in all mine assemblies, and they shall hallow my Sabbaths. A lot of people think that the Sabbath has been done away with, that we're no longer supposed to rest on the Sabbath. I so do not believe that. And the Sabbath is not on the day of the week you think. It was changed to Sunday when Constantine was in power, and the Christians and the pagans were his subjects. And he wanted to appease them, to make them work together, to make them as one people. And so in order to satisfy the pagans, he made the Sabbath, the day of worship, to fall on Sunday, in reverence to their God that they worshiped, which was the sun, S-U-N, Sunday. The Sabbath is on Saturday. Okay. And they shall hallow my Sabbaths. And they shall come at no dead person to defile themselves, but for father, or for mother, or for son, or for daughter, or for brother, or for sister, that hath no husband. They may defile themselves. In other words, those are the only people that die that they are allowed to go unto. And once they do, then they need to purify and sanctify themselves before returning before the Lord. And after he is cleansed, they shall reckon unto him 7 days. And in the day that he goeth into the sanctuary, unto the inner court, to minister in the sanctuary, he shall offer his sin offering, saith the Lord God. And it shall be unto them for an inheritance. I am their inheritance. And ye shall give them no possession in Israel. I am their possession. They shall eat the meat of offering, and the sin offering, and the trespass offering, and every dedicated thing in Israel shall be theirs. And all the first of all the first fruits of all things, and every oblation of every sort of your oblations shall be the priest. Ye shall also give unto the priest the first of your dough. And that would be, your dough is your best, that he may cause the blessing to rest in thine house. The priest shall not eat of anything that is dead of itself, or torn, whether it be fowl or beast. Nothing that is impure, the Lord won't have it. If it isn't sacrificed there in the temple for him, he's not going to partake of it. And this was the problem with Cain. He didn't bring the best before the Lord, and the Lord wasn't pleased with him. But Abel did, and Cain was jealous of his brother, and that's why he killed him. And he was of his father, the devil, which some people don't understand who that serpent is. I do. If you're curious, you can ask me and I'll tell you all about it. And as always, I love you.